mobility was an issue. How'd your knee feel throughout the game today?
I felt good. Using my legs was definitely part of the game plan. Like I said earlier in the week, the training staff done a great job over the past 2 weeks of getting me ready to get back out there and playing and back to feeling normal. So credit goes to them, along with hard work and God himself.
Moments where you felt it? Or?
It was a couple times out there, but I think adrenaline, when you mix that into the equation, you're able to go out there and play. I mean, I was able to play on it the game I got hurt for 3 quarters until it just got aggravated again. But didn't really take too many shots today and was able to protect my knees. Didn't have to fall on it or take any direct hits to it. So I think that also helped.
First time you guys scored a touchdown on your opening drive in a game this season. Just how much does that change the whole outlook on the game when you can get off to a start like that and be in the rhythm you guys were in early?
It definitely changes a lot. Coach talks to us a lot about starting fast, something we haven't done so well this year. First drive of the game, as well as coming out of halftime and going down and putting up points too. So that's definitely something that we put our focus on, and we was able to go out there and execute well and was able to put up points. And it's just it's a momentum booster for us as an offense, but as well for a team.
As they were on third down defensively the last 2 games, was there anything that you and Coach Dennison or maybe the offensive coaches put in the game plan that was anything special? Because they looked to be a step behind you guys on third down, especially in the first half.
I think it boiled down to matchups. It's still a very good team, a bunch of talented guys. We was able to go out there and execute and make some plays on third down. And they still done a lot of the things that we've seen on film. That's their identity. Like I said, we were just able to execute.
What is it about you in Miami? You've had a lot of your best games against them. Do you feel more confident knowing it's them and what you've done in the past?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily just them. I mean, this time of year, want to be playing at a high level. Playing meaningful football in the latter part of December is definitely big for us. It's important to me, and I take those opportunities and try to make the best of them. And today we was able to take a great opportunity for us to take a step in the right direction and got to continue to keep doing so and use this as momentum moving forward.
On the run to the pylon there, did you know you had that corner right away, or were you like, I hope I get there?
No, that play, hope. That'll be not trusting my speed. But the play is actually designed to go up the middle, and they inserted a safety, and he's the free guy. That basically I have to make him miss. So I think when I was able to get behind the lineman and jump back and make a jump cut to the left, now I know it's just me and him, and I got to get to the pylon. And I was able to do so. The lineman done a great job of blocking, as well as the receivers outside.
The touchdown to Shady, I mean, wasn't quite a rub, but Charles did just enough there to kind of slow the linebacker down. I mean, did you see mismatch right away because it's a linebacker on Shady? Is that what you're thinking there?
Yes, it's definitely a check for us, something we've had in the game plan for a couple weeks now. We just haven't had the opportunity to get the look, and we was able to get the look we wanted today. Have all the confidence in the world in Shady and going out there and making a play in the passing game, and he was able to win his one-on-one matchup and make a big play for us.
Team support for LeSean. I mean, guys wearing the 10K sweatshirts. Coach even congratulates him during the game. Maybe just the team support that surrounded getting him there. Can you just speak to that a little bit?
Shady's a special talent, of course. For him to get 10K at such a young age is definitely impressive as well too. But the team, I mean, we want to see guys achieve. I mean, of course, their personal goals, but as well as a team goal. And we were trying to get them that last week. We were short, but guys want to see. I mean, guys love when guys make history. So it's big for him. I know he's excited. I'm excited for him. But as a team, we're more excited about the win. And he would tell you the same.
You talked about a momentum boost for the offense. Does it give you even more boost knowing what they had done to the Patriots offense 6 days earlier?
2 totally different teams when you look at us and the Patriots. But like I said, this team that we just played is definitely a very talented team. We was able to go out there and execute. That's what it boils down to each and every week. We was playing the opportunities that are in front of us, and we was able to take advantage of a big opportunity today.
You allow yourself to just wrap your mind around the possibilities that are here, given that you haven't been to a playoff with this team. You haven't done it as a starter. Your team as a whole hasn't. This team as a whole. Do you, when you see a game like this and what this team's capable of, what is it? What do you allow yourself to embrace, or do you?
Really, just take it one game at a time. Yes, we got the win today, but it's a bunch of things that we could have done better in all phases, special teams, defense, and offense. And I think very good teams look themselves in the mirror after a game like this and still try to figure out ways, where can we get better? And that's what we have to do to be the team that we want to be moving forward.
Might one of those things be, stepping on a team's throat there? I mean, you guys have that 15-point lead at halftime. You want to just go for that kill shot second half.
Finishing games, starting fast, of course, but finishing games. Like Coach talked about at the halftime, the killer instinct. We've been able to put some teams away throughout the year. Teams put some teams away throughout the year, but not on a consistent basis, and that's something that we have to do.
Thanks.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
I was just asking Tyrod, just the team support that was behind the whole 10K chase. How did it feel to just feel so uplifted by your teammates, especially all the congratulations you were getting today?
No, it was cool. It was fun. Just the guys, not only this week, but the whole year. The linemen constantly tell me about it. Let's get 10K chase. There's times where I kind of forget about it, and they reminded me. And they wanted it as bad as I did, maybe even more. And that shows you the type of team we have. So even guys on the defense, bringing it up and talking about it. So I'm happy it's over, happy it's done. Now I can look forward to, let's try getting this playoffs. We took care of business today. We got a huge opponent next week.
Are you glad you're at least able to enjoy it because you did get the win today? Because, this is a day you're going to look back on,
right,
and
yeah.
at least you can remember you won the game, too. Does that help?
Yeah, that would suck if it had lost. But the whole mindset today was, hey, let's get the win, and let's get 10K.
On the play when you got the record that you had to come off the field for a play or two?
Yeah. Was that the okay? Just I just lost my air. I got tackled on the ball, and people that ever did it before, they know like you can't breathe. So I was grasping for air. That was it. It wasn't nothing major.
Did you know at that time that was?
Oh, no, I didn't know. I wish I didn't get on that play. I'd have got up and got some more yards because the next play, Cadet had I think I run. That was pretty good. So, just wear and tear in the other game.
Through your two scoring plays, first the run and then the catch when you got a mismatch with the linebacker there.
First run was just ran to the right. Guys blocked it up. My last guys in safety, I just outran them. They blocked it up. That's all I can say. The guys really blocked well. And then on the mismatch, it was a linebacker, which he knew it would be a hard matchup. But we've been working that all week. We didn't think that we would get a linebacker to go out with me. So when we seen it, we were surprised. I looked at Tyrod like, hey, this is early Christmas present, Worked him, came outside, and scored a touchdown.
How much different does this team feel to you, if at all, compared to the previous Bills teams you were on?
We're finding ways to win. We're all accountable. Guys are really accountable. They come early, they leave late. There's a thing where Coach asks all the players, questions to see their preparation in the week, and guys are on it. Guys are looking at old film on a team for a year or 2 years before. And that's something that I do just because I've been around 9 years. Young guys are doing it. Everybody's prepared. Guys are on time for meetings. It's like they want to be here. They want to win, and they're putting everything on the line to do that.
Say to you, as a veteran, it's the type of team that could, in fact, at least do its part to get you to where you want to go.
Yeah, I've been on a lot of good teams with a lot of talent, but the good teams I've been on, like the attitudes like this, being on time, being accountable, holding the guy next to you accountable, not wanting to let your teammates down. A lot of guys put a lot on the line, guys are sore and banged up after games because they're putting everything they have to that, to their craft. And that's what you want a team to be successful, and that's what we're doing.
Sean, a lot was made all throughout the week about this maybe being Pat Williams' last home game, but the nature of the NFL as being a high-priced player and salary caps, and who knows? Did you ever give any thought that this could be your last game?
I hope not. But I know how this business is. I've been in that situation before, and I was even hotter back then. So only thing I could do is just, hopefully win games and produce and be one of the better players on the field each time I line up, and we'll let the guys up in the office make that call. I would love to end my career here in Buffalo. Put big numbers up in Philly. Want to do the same here and get a ring. Bring this team to playoffs and potentially a championship. But you never know. One thing I've learned over the years, man, is fans, they love their players, and their players, they love playing this game, and they go from team to team. But one thing that stays the same is the franchise. This franchise has been here for years, and it's going to be here. The players, exchange and go here and there, but this franchise will always be here. So knowing that, nobody's safe, and whatever happens, happens.
Go back to that moment when Drew told you got traded, and he said this is not a joke.
For the kid that we just played.
And how would you describe the evolution of your opinion of the Bills from that moment till now?
Well, I was not happy. Concerning that I'm from PA and I'm from the stadium. Sometimes if I play bad, I'll go home and get some home cooked food from mom. And she can tell if the type of game I had, she'll drive early to go home and cook it for me. So that hurt me. And not knowing nothing about Buffalo, I've never been to Buffalo. I was hurt because I've always been like the fan favorite. I had a lot of stats, and I was the main marketed guy on the team. Boyk, remember that. So I was hurt. And then that's the first time I ever had a coach tell me, hey, I want somebody else. I don't think you're good enough. So all them things play into effect. Then I go to Buffalo. I know nothing about. I get here. At first I was angry. I didn't want to go. But then when I got here, and just seemed like the environment, the people. Another thing I noticed when I got here was the talent. I was like, dang, these dudes is loaded. Then that whole year, I want to say maybe around the fourth, fifth game, I started slowly getting in it, getting involved, and being around the community, going around. And cause I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't leave my home, go to practice and go home. Where I started going out, meeting people, going to restaurants, getting the love from the fans. I started to fall in love with it. It's like now I look at this like home, but that's old now. It's in the past. Moved on, and I'm extremely happy. The people here and the teammates and the city embrace me with open arms, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful, so.
Pretty vocal about other guys that you think should go in the Hall. Like Frank Gore, I think, is a recent example. You're over 10,000. What about your case?
Well, I got a lot more years to get done, a lot more yards to make, and I want to get a ring. I want to get a championship. That's one of the things I had on my list since I was a kid, since watching championship games and the playoffs as a child, and that's something that I want to accomplish. So until then, I'll think about that later. I'll have Derek Boyko continue to tell me my stats and keep me in the loop. The ultimate goal was to get to 12,000, so I got a lot more work to go. Tim was just in the way,
Speaking of that guy that they traded, you juked him pretty hard at the 10.
Yeah, it's not the first. It's not the first time. It's the first time, but that's expected. I know the D coordinators and the team. They know my talent. They know what's up.